All right, guys, welcome to Atari Force issue number 14. We're going to continue the series from DC Comics. And this is the aftermath of the antimatter bomb that the Dark Destroyer, let explode or detonated. And took the Dark Destroyer with him, but also infused part of his essence to Kargg here, as a last resort or last more like programming to kill the Atari Force, with his essence and mindset of the Dark Destroyer. I mean, let's see where this goes. So, it seems that their own universe is now destroyed and they're being thrown into this multiverse, right? Because that is what canon one can do. It's built like that. And Martin Champion is blaming him that he's lost his son and other people as well, right? But then Morphia comes in, hey, say you can wallow in your guilt, or you can try to get us out of here and, find a planet and help people, right? He says, what is the blip? So, what blip? Some form of wave radiation. Scanner was just phasing away when a bomb caught us, knocked our instruments all to hell, and gone. But if I can fix the source of the radiation, maybe we can get out of here or figure out where we are. Anyway, so he says, well, it's in relation to what, says Morphia? In relation to other parts of the multiverse that may not have been destroyed. Okay, and then we have some shenanigans here that Pangrad wants to see what's going on, but then Babe is pretty slow, right? And she cannot move out of the way. And then Pangrad is just annoying and he's getting pushed away. But then Babe is pretty strong. The strongest one on this whole ship. And then, Morpheus not happy about it. So she yells at her, right? So you could have killed Pangrad with your strength. But of course she didn't mean to. And anyway. Wait a minute, the instruments are going crazy. The blip is registering across the radio frequency band. It's on the ultra-low frequency scanner. It's in the gravity log. It's like a ripple running rampant through the multiverse. It wasn't there before the bomb. What does it mean? It's impossible to know for certain. He says it changes everything. It may alter the pattern of life itself, giving rise to creatures we cannot imagine, or perhaps indicates instability within the multiverse, and it's a precursor to an ultimate collapse, all matter, all space, and the end to everything. Any good news, Martin? Let me think about it. Pancrat has enough. He says he cannot stand anymore, so he wants to rob the place because that's what he is. He's a low petty thief. He thinks of baubles and, shiny things, but then he saw Taz, and he's sitting smack. What? How does he say that? He's sitting smack dab? Smack dab. What's that kind of word? In front of the cargo crate, a little pest. What's he doing? Reading, meditating? So he wants to scare it, and he says, oh no! Uh-oh. Poor Taz. And then Kargg is here. And this is a great shot, by the way, that he's towering over Pangrad. Pangrad's all scared, hair's flowing up, backgrounds with computer systems. Pretty cool. I like that. So, Pangrad is running away, right? And so Dart is bringing Blackjack here, and he says, what is he doing here? So I'll take full responsibility. Are you crazy? He tried to kill you once, twice. Don't remind me. It's true, but I had a vision. And then a beeping sound. He says, now what? So he figure out that it's just Taz and Pangrad just having fun, chasing each other, playing with each other. So he's going back to Blackjack. He says, what makes you think we can trust him? What if the Dark Destroyer is somehow programmed in to destroy us? Blackjack himself wouldn't even know. She said, I had a vision. It was Blackjack piloting Scanner 1 into Atari HQ. And he had 2 eyes. What? Dart, we know that your visions are not always accurate. True, but look at the battering average. So Martin, the implications of this. Yes, Morphia, I know. If Atari still exists, Chris, my son could still be alive. True. Poor Taz, all beaten up, but it has a scalpel or some sorts, and walks away, hurt. We see it later. Meanwhile, Pangrad is still running away from Kargg, and I like these sound effects, man. These sound effects are so... I'm not the word kinetic, but it's really flowing with the panel. You see this, Kargg is just laughing, is amused by Pangrad attempts, and it rips this hatch open like it was cardboard. And he is inside now a shuttle, right? Of course, they don't know anything about it. They cannot, Pangrad tried to reach them, but they're not picking up. Anyway, so he says, what's this? Someone's occupying number 2 shuttle. Hello, Pangrad, radio's out. And then Taz comes here. And Morphia, she is I believe empath, but also, I believe, telepathic powers. And she says, the source of Taz pain is internal. A tumor, perhaps? Or, wait, a father coming. Kargg did this. He's on the ship. So Pangrad has no choice than to flee and launching this shuttle pad, all right? It's been programmed to seek the nearest planet with a mass of New Earth or better. So they decided to follow Pangrad, but also, doing this. Anyway, he said, I don't want more surprises. So he locks them in. Pangrad just crash landed on this moon or planet, but there's no oxygen, but he needs to go outside to check the transmission plates because he needs to contact Scanner 1, right? And he thinks that he's getting rid of Kargg, but Kargg is still here. Doesn't need oxygen, supposedly. And but before Kargg gets its hands on Pangrad, a laser, again with the sound effects. Looks cool. And it's none other than Pangrad's brother. And he's an officer. He's basically hunting his brother because he's an officer of Scanner 1. Not Scanner 1, but headquarters, Atari Force headquarters, right? And he wants to bring in Pangrad because he's a criminal. And then he's using a radium bullet to dispose of Kargg here. Again, super cool. Here, the sound effect. I need to remember this, right? This is so cool. It's very flowing, and it's very small, but it tells a story. It's just so cool. So Kargg is then done for, I guess. So Dark Destroyer, although his last programming order is completely failed because Kargg is now dead, and so basically the Dark Destroyer failed completely, right? Which was interesting, but I had hoped some kind of a, battle between Kargg and the rest of the Atari Force, having an epic showdown, thus ending the threat of the Dark Destroyer for good. But, he's been now killed by Pangrad's brother, which is okay too, but still, it has not the ending that I was expecting, and maybe the unexpected here is what makes this book so good, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. So the rest of the Atari Force is coming to rescue Pangrad, and he says, look who I found, my brother Raiden. He was with Atari Security. Someone from Atari alive? How is that possible? I don't understand your confusion, champion. Why shouldn't I be alive? I've been trailing Scanner 1 for weeks, observing your every illegal move. Whatever you face, my tractor beam dragged me along, but the beam broke about 29 hours when some massive explosion nearly knocked my ship's tails off. I crash-landed here. Now the game is over. I'm taking you in, he says. He says, officer, you don't understand, says Mark. No, champion, you don't understand. So basically he's saying that it's all, because of property, theft, security, conspiracy. He's going to trial on New Earth. You're far too late, Raiden. There is no New Earth anymore. That explosion you witnessed, the Dark Destroyer has wiped out an entire universe. I don't know what you hope to gain by such an outrageous lie, champion. you let me assure you, your troubles are just beginning. Listen to the next issue, right? So yeah, pretty cool. End of Kargg, end of the universe, a new chapter opens. And we have also some small story with Babe by Klaus Janson and Dave Manak. I'm not going into this, but let's say, some people or some members of the Atari Force getting their own mini stories, right? But all end well, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.